Good morning, Phoenix. Welcome to the Hall of Dames. We are about to get started with Chingadera 2020. That's right. We are less than 5 minutes away from the first whistle. Who's excited for some AM Derby action, huh? We got a wave. We did. Yay!
Oh.
All right. I am Old Greg. It is a pleasure to be with you this morning.
And I am Hard Knock Carly. Shall we? Sure. Oh, she's gonna do. Well, she's gonna do the national anthem.
Oh, we'll read the intros while they're doing safety checks. So.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and introduce our team in turquoise, which is the San Diego Wildfires. Skater 008 is Fox Vitale. We have 1011 Rogue Rammer, 1976 Hannibal Lexter, 389 Stiletto, 394 Helenor. Skater number 4 is Bryn Diesel, 408 Taffy. Skater 43 Janet Jackson Up. Number 7 is Slammer Eye. 805 we have Hedy Liskar, which is also our co-captain. Skater 9001 is Brat. 934 is Nocturne Alley. 9.5 Tsunami, and your captain, skater number 99, Wreckham Ralph.
Skating this morning for the Tilted Thunder All-Stars, wearing their red jerseys. Number 00, Elaphobia. Number 114, Alpha Vixen. Number 02, Slam Masubi. Number 25, Amelia Bearheart. Number 313, Hawk Blocked. Number 425, Legs Get 'em, your co-captain. Number 428, Carnia Slada. Number 5, Tara Hoedown. Number 506, Melee. Number 51, your captain, Slaughterhouse. Number 59, Diesel. Number 616, Craven Cadavers. Number 626, Dean of Mean. And number 99, Sofa King Ninja.
All right, so it looks like we're going to go ahead and get it started with the first jam of Chingadera 2020. Yeah, it's 2 minutes before.
First up to the jammer line for Tilted Thunder is number 02, Slam Masubi.
And for San Diego, we have skater number 4, Bryn Diesel.
Both jammers trying to make their way through the pack right now. Bryn Diesel gets those last blockers pushed out of play and is able to get out of the pack. We have our first lead jammer of the tournament.
San Diego blockers working their way to keep the jammer back as Bryn is going to go ahead and try to make her way through. Ooh, took a little tumble there, but recovery is always important in Derby.
5 seconds to go on the jam clock. Spam Masubi still trying to make it through the pack. Bumped off to the infield again as the clock expires on the jam.
Looks like San Diego picked up 5 points in that last jam. A couple penalties picked up by the All-Stars.
Fox Fatale for San Diego to the jammer line.
4-2-5. And skating for All-Stars, we have 425, which is Legs Get 'em, also their co-captain.
Out the front of the pack goes Fox Fatal, lead jammer for San Diego. Again, San Diego with a big advantage in the pack right here with two extra blockers out there. Legs Get 'em out of the pack as well for Tilted Thunder. And Fox Fatal back up on the track to call it off.
San Diego picking up 4 points in that last jam. And looks like we have White picking up a couple penalties there. Did I say?
Jamming for San Diego, Janet jacks him up, number 43. Tilted Thunder sends Ellaphobia to the jammer line, and they're both fighting to get through the pack. Ellaphobia now dodges that pivot for San Diego, able to get out of the pack. Lead jammer for Tilted Thunder. Ellaphobia trying to pass along the inside. The San Diego pivot able to steer her off to the infield. Ellaphobia now able to get by her, trying to find her way through and finish a scoring pass, and able to do so along the inside. Janet jacks him up, still looking for an opening along the inside as well, and ends up on the infield.
Alec coming through with another pass, collecting a couple more points for the All-Stars.
And Ellaphobia picking up the jammer point and calling off the jam.
White.
10 points on the board for Tilted Thunder in that jam. Ellaphobia, but Ellaphobia picking up a penalty and is parked in the penalty box. So we've got our first power jam of the morning. Anytime we've got a power jam before 8:05 a.m., it's a good morning, and that's going to be number 389, Stiletto, out there for San Diego doing the honors. Stiletto along the inside at the entrance to the far turn, able to get through the pack. 30 seconds to go in the San Diego Power Jam.
All-Stars showing a strong wall to try to hold the jammer back.
And Stiletto able to get through the pack on a scoring pass with 10 seconds to go, is looking to get back around. And Stiletto racing to get through the pack. May have been able to complete that last scoring pass. We'll check the score from the infield.
And looks like we have some penalties. We have skater 99 did go ahead and pick up an arms penalty. And we look like we have number 7, Slamurai, picking up a directional blocking penalty.
9 points for San Diego on the Power Jam, puts them back in front here in the early going. And San Diego's going to send Bryn Diesel back to the jammer line. That's Melee jamming for Tilted Thunder.
And it looks like we have White taking lead, skater number 4, which is Bryn Diesel, taking lead right now.
Melee out of the pack for Tilted Thunder now and is looking to track her down.
Bryn's approaching for another passing, and she calls it off. Looks like we picked up 4 points for the White team on that last jam from skater number 4, Bryn.
Fox Hotel to the jammer line for San Diego.
And we have Red picking up a arms penalty, and it looks like we have White picking up above shoulders penalty. Thanks, Buffalo.
That's number 25, Amelia Bearhart, jamming for Tilted Thunder, and she's got one defender trying to squeeze by along the rail, but along the inside, putting the star cover back on.
Panty pass.
That is Fox Fatale for San Diego.
Quick recovery from Fox Fatale. Looks like she's finishing up with the power jam.
Fox Fatale up towards the back of the pack with just a few seconds left on the jam clock, runs into a defensive wall and calls off the jam. We're going to be heading into a San Diego power jam once we come back to the action here. We're going to have our first break in the action, though, before we get to that. It's going to be a team timeout. Tilted Thunder.
Did she get the jammer? Yeah. Okay, I couldn't see it was over there. Cool. Thank you. Looks like we have red picking up 3 penalties and white's picking up 1 penalty. This is going to go ahead and be a power jam.
All right, you fans that are here with us early this morning, I can see the popcorn machine is up and running. Our minor assaults will be selling popcorn $1 a bag. It's fixing to smell really good in here once that popcorn machine gets rolling. Of course, we got the Arizona Derby Dames merchandise booth that is open for business. Be sure to visit the Derby Dames merchandise booth to get your favorite league and team merchandise, t-shirts, tank tops, hats, koozies, stickers, and buttons. Oh my. Head on over and pick up some swag for your favorite team.
I was going to say, Off the Hook is here. Even though it's early, they're here ready for that SoCal Baja food already.
I mean, you can have a breakfast burrito, or you could have lobster bacon chorizo fries. Your choice.
Choices. All right, so it looks like for this power jam, we have the white team skater 43, Janet Jackson up, excuse me. Some last minute shuffling going on the track.
So the power jam underway. San Diego down 1 blocker. Tilted Thunder down 2 blockers, and of course the jammer. Janet Jackson up, deposited to the infield. The 2 Tilted Thunder defenders out there, that's Craven Cadavers and Tara Hoedown on the defensive for Tilted Thunder. Janet Jackson up, able to get out of the pack, but the power jam halfway over.
San Diego doing a great job holding back Craven Cadavers.
And Janet Jackson up, able to complete her first scoring pass, and will be looking to come around for some more. San Diego defensive wall holding strong at this point with Craven Cadavers pinned in behind. Craven, though, able to work her way along that defensive wall and deliver Janet Jackson up to the infield, and the clock expires on the power jam.
See how many points were collected on that power jam. Looks like 5 points were collected by San Diego. We have 1 penalty. Skater number 95 got a directional blocking. I don't know if her D's or B's.
And we go from 1 power jam right back to another with a penalty being assessed to Janet Jackson up. So that is going to be number 99, Sofa King Ninja out there for Tilted Thunder, blasting right through the pack and already able to get out.
It looks like on that last jam, San Diego ended up snagging up another penalty, which was a cutting penalty.
As we get ready to return back to the action, Sofa King Ninja back up and on her way back to the bench. Picking up 5 points there during that abbreviated power jam, and we'll get ready to get back to the action here.
And looks like we have All-Stars picking up a stopping penalty and an arms penalty. And we have San Diego picking up a above the shoulders penalty.
All right, jamming for Tilted Thunder is Slaughterhouse.
And for San Diego, we have skater 389, which is Stiletto. And looks like we have San Diego taking lead on this jam.
And able to work her way through the pack. Slaughterhouse emerging from the pack, so Stiletto calling off the jam after her scoring pass is over.
And looks like we have San Diego picking up a cutting penalty, and we have All-Stars picking up a directional blocking. San Diego picked up 3 points on that last jam.
We were going to have a diesel on diesel jam, but this is going to be diesel number 59 for Tilted Thunder, one of our Arizona skaters filling in and helping Seattle out.
San Diego blockers doing a great job on holding back the jammer. Just a few seconds left on this jam here. And it looks like we went in for a panty pass there for the All-Stars. Skater 414 did go ahead and take that panty. I'm sorry about that, 114, Alpha Vixen.
Arms penalty being assessed to diesel during that power jam, so we have our third straight power jam now. San Diego taking the honors. Bryn Diesel to the jammer line now.
Looks like we have San Diego took 2 penalties on that last power jam, and we have All-Stars picking up 2 penalties as well. Both teams will have 2 skaters down. We have skater 4 for San Diego still making her way to pass through the pack, and it looks like she does, taking lead.
Bryn Diesel out there with just 2 blockers for assistance. Tilted Thunder skating down 1 blocker. And of course the jammer here in this power jam. Bryn Diesel now able to get the pack spread out and threads her way through the pack with 17 seconds to go on the power jam.
And she slides right through. A few seconds left, and she's going to see if she can get a few more points, and it's called off. Looks like Bryn picked up 10 points in that last power jam for San Diego, bringing their points to 50, and Tilted Thunder All-Stars 15.
That's legs get him on the jammer line for Tilted Thunder. Fox Fatale for San Diego.
San Diego Jammer 008. Fox Fatale takes lead on this jam, making her way around the track. Tilted Thunder Jammer still working her way to get through the pack. And jamming for All-Stars, we have 425 Legs Getta making her way around the track. And it looks like we have Red picking us, All-Stars picked up a skating out of bounds penalty. Skater 25 will sit this one out.
That's going to be Janet Jackson up for San Diego and Elophobia for Tilted Thunder. And Elophobia making her way through the pack. Janet Jackson hung up behind a two-wall of defenders at the front, now able to break her way through. Elophobia's got a half-track lead and is going to try to get through the pack. Running through and able to tiptoe her way through the inside. Finishing off her scoring pass and calling off the jam is Elophobia.
For those of you that didn't see it, that was a beautiful coping jump.
And that takes us up to the quarter break, so we will step aside from the action momentarily for 5 minutes. San Diego 53, Tilted Thunder 19. Got just about 2 minutes left of the second quarter break. we are ready to get back to the action. We've got Alpha Vixen on the jammer line for Tilted Thunder.
And San Diego, we have skater 389, Stiletto.
And Alpha Vixen able to run through the pack and is your lead jammer for Tilted Thunder.
Stiletto's making her way to get through the pack. And she's out.
.4 up on the board for Tilted Thunder. They are going to send Melee to the jammer line.
And San Diego's going to go ahead and send skater number 4, Bryn Diesel. And looks like we have San Diego picking up a penalty for skater 1011, a directional block.
Bryn Diesel out of the pack for San Diego and is the lead jammer. Also running out of the pack now for Tilted Thunder. There goes Melee. And Bryn Diesel calling off the jam as she was being spun off to the infield.
Looks like we have some penalties on each team. We have San Diego picking up a stopping penalty, and we have Tilted Thunder also picking up a stopping penalty, and it looks like they got a skating out of bounds penalty as well.
San Diego's got Fox Fatale on the jammer line. Going up against Legs Get 'em for Tilted Thunder. Fox Fatale rode it off down to the infield. As Legs Get 'em out of the front of the pack, and it's your lead jammer for Tilted Thunder.
Tilted Thunder picked up a arms penalty. Skater 59 is going to sit this next one out. And jamming up for San Diego, we have skater 43, Janet Jackson up. And skating for Tilted Thunder, we have, skater 00, Oliphobia.
Janet Jackson up quickly to the front of the pack. Two defenders there trying to keep her stuck up against the rail. Trying to drive her back and able to get her off onto the infield. Oliphobia now pushing the wall forward, and the two parts of the pack come together. Oliphobia looking for an opening. Spinning around, gets the defender on skates.
Tilted Thunder's jammer also taking lead in this jam.
Oliphobia again with another coping jump, trying to get through the turn. And lands on her knees in the middle of the turn, able to finish the scoring pass and calls it off.
Looks like we have Tilted Thunder skater 00 getting an arms penalty, which is their jammer. So the next jam will be Power Jam.
That's going to be Stiletto for San Diego out there for the Power Jam.
San Diego sending skater 389 for this Power Jam, Stiletto.
And a big block heading down towards the infield. Diesel knocking Stiletto down. Stiletto now mid-pack trying to find her way through here.
Stiletto working her way to push her way through the front of the pack. And she's breaking out, taking lead.
20 seconds to go in the Power Jam. Stiletto now coming around. San Diego able to get a defender pinned in behind, so they're going to control the pace of play here.
Marceletto doing some serious duking to get to the back of the wall. We have some penalties on this last Pirate Jam. We have an arms penalty, and it looks like we have a directional blocking. 2 skaters down for Tilted Thunder.
Tilted Thunder's got Craven Cadavers on the jammer line.
2 points picked up on that last Pirate Jam.
Bryn Diesel for San Diego. And Bryn Diesel through the pack in his lead jammer.
Craven Cadaver still working her way to get through the pack. San Diego getting ready to make her second scoring pass. And she calls it off. Tilted Thunder picked up a stopping penalty on that last one. Skater 51 is going to sit this next one out.
Fox Fatale to the jammer line for San Diego. Alpha Vixen for Tilted Thunder. It's a fox and a vixen. That's cute. And Alpha Vixen able to hang close to the front of the pack and then makes a run down the back straightaway to emerge from the pack as lead jammer for Tilted Thunder. A lot of skaters down right in front of us here at the announcer's nest.
San Diego's jammer Allophobia 008 looks like she made her way out of that pack. And we have a low block from Tilted Thunder from skater 99.
Setting up in the jammer line for Tilted Thunder is Melee. That's Janet jacks him up for San Diego.
And Janet quickly making her way lead on this jam. And she makes her second scoring pass. A little over 20 seconds left of this jam. Looks like Tilted Thunder's jammer has begun to do more of the defensive route. See if she can grab a few more points. Looks like San Diego picked up a directional blocking. Skater 394, Helenair, will be sitting this one out.
It's a 14-point jam for San Diego as we head into an official timeout. So we'll take a brief stoppage in the action here so the referees can talk it over.
And that brief timeout is over. It looks like we're going to be picking this next jam up With 2 jammers on each team, we have skater 425 with Tilted Thunder, legs get 'em, also co-captain. And skater 389 for San Diego, which is Stiletto. Stiletto taking lead on this jam.
Legs get him, still hemmed in by the defense.
Legs working her way to get through the back of the pack.
And Stiletto able to dodge her way around that last blocker for Tilted Thunder and finish off a scoring pass. Legs get him, now able to emerge from the pack as well.
Beautiful coping jump. Tilted Thunder did pick up a directional blocking on that last jam. And we also have San Diego did go ahead and pick up a skating out of bounds. So we have and then we have skater 99 from Tilted Thunder also just picked up a last minute stopping penalty as well.
So it'll be a power jam for Bryn Diesel in the San Diego Wildfires. Bryn Diesel now on the jammer line. San Diego, 9 points on the board in that last jam.
Terra Hoedown for Tilted Thunder working greatly to hold that jammer back to prevent as many pickup points as possible.
Tilted Thunder's now able to get the pack together at the front, so they're trying to keep the pack moving at this point. Bryn Diesel along the inside trying to find an opening and bumped off onto the infield with 10 seconds to go in the San Diego Power Jam.
Few seconds left of this power jam and she gets out through. Craven Cadaver's picking up a arms penalty. San Diego, no penalties on that power jam.
We've got Fox Fatal on the jammer line for San Diego and Alpha Vixen for Tilted Thunder.
San Diego has skater 805 as the pivot, Hedy Lascar, and we have skater 25 for Tilted Thunder and being a pivot, Amelia Bearhart.
Fox Fatal able to find her way through the pack, and she's your lead jammer for San Diego. Alpha Vixen, right up the middle of the pack, tripped up by a defender, but gets up and able to emerge from the pack as well.
Looks like we have one penalty in that last jam. We have a low blocks from skater 805 for San Diego.
Three points on the board for San Diego there puts them at exactly 100 for the bout as we close in on halftime. Janet jacks him up, looking for an opening, trying to find anything she can, driving her way along and trying to push the defense out of play, but they're able to get her pushed off onto the infield.
Melee taking a few hits into the infield, which is doing quick recovery.
10 seconds left on the jam clock. Janet jacks him up, still trying to get through that three wall. Finally gets pushed far enough to be out of play, although it's all going to be academic at this point. And indeed, the clock expires. So no points for either side, and we'll get ready for the next jam. We've got Legs Get 'em on the jammer line for Tilted Thunder. And that's Stiletto for San Diego.
San Diego taking lead, skater 389 jamming Stiletto.
And Legs Get 'em climbs her way through the pack. So Stiletto calls off the jam. And it would appear that we are heading into a San Diego power jam to take us into halftime. Indeed, Bryn Diesel on the jammer line all by her lonesome, and I do see Legs Get 'em in the penalty box.
Tilted Thunder picked it up a stopping penalty on that last one, and we have San Diego picked up a low block. San Diego pushing over 100 points in this jam with 103, and Tilted Thunder is at 36.
Out of the pack goes Bryn Diesel. 33 seconds left in the San Diego power jam. Bryn Diesel going to try to put some points on the board here. And Bryn Diesel routed off onto the infield by the Tilted Thunder defense. Now up there again, trying to find her way through. And as she approaches the front wall, the clock expires on the jam. And the clock expires on the second quarter. We'll wait for the official score from the infield.
San Diego picking up 5 points in that last power jam.
So that takes us to our halftime break. Score right now, San Diego 108, Tilted Thunder 36. It'll be a 15-minute halftime intermission, and then we'll be back with the third quarter.
And we have a penalty for San Diego and a penalty for Tilted Thunder. Next jam, each skater will have one down. All right, everybody, about 3 minutes left at halftime, and we're going to go ahead and continue Chingadera 2020 and go into the third quarter of our first bout.
Derby fans, as we prepare to return from halftime, we have a very important announcement we'd like to share with you. At this time, it is extremely important that we notify you that number 25, Amelia Bearhart, is celebrating her birthday today. So if we could get a great hurrah for that.
Let's go ahead and wish her a happy birthday. I believe she turns 29 today. Happy birthday.
All right, we are back to the action. It is going to be melee for Tilted Thunder.
And we have number 4 for San Diego, Bryn. Oh, I'm sorry, Bryn Diesel, I'm sorry.
She is out and lead jammer for San Diego. Finishing off a scoring pass and coming around with 27 seconds left on the jam clock. Bryn Diesel now looking for some more points.
Looks like San Diego picked up a low block and a stopping penalty, and then we have Tilted Thunder did pick up a stopping penalty as well.
One of those penalties being on the jammer, so Tilted Thunder now with a power jam opportunity. They are going to sand legs get him to the jammer line. And legs get him quickly out of the pack, and the power jam is underway.
San Diego skaters going to work their best to hold a skater back to avoid as many pickup points as possible in this power jam. Skating in this jam for San Diego, we have 408 Taffy, and we have skater 805, Hetty Lascar, which is also the co-captain, and skater number 7, Slamerai.
Just a few seconds left here on the power jam clock, and that will do it. Five points in total on the power jam.
We have Tilted Thunder did go ahead and pick up three penalties in that last power jam.
So before we proceed, we're going to have a timeout of some kind. It's an official timeout. But when we get back to the action, it is going to be a power jam for San Diego.
And so it looks like we have skater 425 picking up an arms penalty. And we have skater 99 picked up an arms penalty, and then skater 25 did pick up a directional blocking penalty with Tilted Thunder. They'll have 3 skaters down on this next jam.
Nobody in the audience, I'm like, yeah, I'm going to not worry about that.
No, sorry, picked up a little bit.
Back to the action we go. Fox Fatale to the jammer line for San Diego. Tilted Thunder dealing with the loss of a jammer, and they have 2 blockers in the penalty box as well.
Craven Cadavers and skater 02 Slam Mushibi are the 2 players skating in Tilted Thunder. That wasn't even on.
And Fox Fatale able to take care of the pack that had become briefly staggered out, able to thread her way through the pack. Those 2 defenders for Tilted Thunder are staying together at the front of the pack and trying to do what they can to keep away. But they, there we go. They're able to, Craven Cadavers able to route her off onto the infield.
Here are a couple penalties being called by our refs on this last one. So looks like we have 3 penalties from San Diego. We have a low block. We have a cutting.
5 points in the power jam for San Diego.
And looks like we're getting a timeout called here.
Team timeout, Tilted Thunder. We had some people heading in and out of the game there momentarily. So team timeout will step aside from the action momentarily. We'd like to let you know about Lost Dutchman Tattoo. They're a local tattoo shop specializing in various styles from realism to traditional, and you can customize your own tattoo design. Walk-ins are welcome. They're located at 4121 North 19th Avenue. That's the east side of 19th Avenue, just north of Indian School Road.
Looks like San Diego did pick up a couple more penalties on that last jam. We've also have a illegal blocking penalty there, so it looks like we're going to have 4 skaters down, including a jammer.
So we're going to have a must skate situation here. I believe I heard them say 9001 was going to be the must skate, so she'll have to sit out the next jam after this one. And San Diego will be fielding the minimum here, just the 2 blockers. During the Tilted Thunder Power Jam, it's going to be Alpha Vixen out there for the Power Jam for Tilted Thunder.
And it looks like we have Alpha Vixen for Tilted Thunder making her way, taking lead in this power jam. Making her way up to the pack. And she slides right through, making another score. This jam skating with San Diego, we have 9001 Brat, which is the must skate, and number 7, we have Slamurai.
Alpha Vixen finishing off a scoring pass with 5 seconds to go here in the Power Jam. Ten-point Power Jam for Alpha Vixen and Tilted Thunder. Pushes them up over 50 for the bout. That's going to be Melee on the jammer line for Tilted Thunder now.
And number 43 with San Diego jamming, we have Janet Jackson up. Both jammers are doing great so far this morning, starting off Chingadera.
Melee, your lead jammer for Tilted Thunder now, has scoring on the mind as she makes her way up to the pack, running into a defensive wall of San Diego defenders at the back of the pack, but now trying to race along, knocked down, spun down to the infield by one of the San Diego blockers.
A little over 15 seconds left of the third quarter jam. Looks like Tilted Thunder picked up 5 points on that last jam.
Jamming for San Diego is going to be Stiletto. And the jammer for Tilted Thunder is Diesel.
Both jammers pushing extremely hard right now to see which one takes lead.
Diesel now looking for an opening, and now is going to pass the star cover on ahead. So we have a star pass for Tilted Thunder. We'll check on the new jammer here momentarily. It's going to be number 428. That was Carney Aslata taking over as jammer and forcing the call off.
Looks like we hear a skating out of bounds for San Diego. Jammer down. So this is going to be a power jam. Looks like we have jamming for Tilted Thunder with skater 616, Craven Cadavers. And Tilted Thunder looks like they're down a blocker as well. We have skater number 313, Hawk blocked.
And Craven Cadavers racing around the pack. Around the outside, up close to the rail, and is out of the pack now. 40 seconds left here in the Tilted Thunder Power Jam. Craven now up to the defense and able to run through the pack and finish off her scoring pass. Ten seconds left in the Power Jam. Craven now looking for some more points on her third scoring pass, weaving her way through along the inside of the pack and able to finish it off as the clock expires.
We have Tilted Thunder picking up a penalty on that last jam. Looks like it was a directional blocking penalty, if I'm reading that right.
15-point Power Jam for the Tilted Thunder All-Stars on the board, and now they will send Elaphobia to the jammer line. Jamming for San Diego is going to be Bryn Diesel. Both jammers out of the pack at roughly the same time. Elaphobia is ahead by a couple of skater lengths now and looking to get back to the pack and maybe get some points before.
We have a jammer
Waving at
race.
her team and weaving her way through, trying to get her hips in front of a couple of skaters, and calls off the jam. One point for Tilted Thunder, 2 points for San Diego there. Jamming for Tilted Thunder is going to be Slam Masubi, number 02.
San Diego taking lead on this jam. We have skater 008, Fox Fatale. And Tilted Thunder's jammer does get out. Looks like we have skating number 2, Slam Subi. Tilted Thunder is picking up a stopping penalty on that last one. We have skater 626 going to go ahead and sit this next jam out, which is Dean of Mean.
She's got the visor. She looks like Teeny from the future because she's got the mirrored visor. And she's kind of got the same body tape. Yeah. Alpha Vixen now, the jammer for Tilted Thunder, penned in behind some defenders. Janet jacks him up, trying to find her way through the front of the pack. And Janet jacks him up. Looked like she had an opening. A couple of defenders down, a couple of Tilted Thunder defenders taking a tumble there, and Janet jacks him up, able to get out of the pack.
San Diego jammer Jana working her way to make another pass. But first, she'll have to get through legs, get him. And looks like we have San Diego did go ahead and pick up a low block. That was skater, 934 in the box. It's Nocturne Alley. And looks like Tilted Thunder also did pick up a multiplayer block. They will have skater number 51 in the box, which is also their captain.
It's Ellaphobia for Tilted Thunder, dashing right through the pack and out quickly. Stiletto now out as well, and they're both flying around the track trying to get back to the pack. Ellaphobia coping jump along the inside to get past the pack and calls it off. Four points up on the board for Tilted Thunder. As we approach 1 minute to go until the end of the third quarter, it's going to be diesel on diesel. We've got Arizona Diesel skating for Tilted Thunder and Bryn Diesel skating for San Diego.
Diesel versus Diesel.
Bryn Diesel from San Diego emerging from the pack. Lead jammer for the Wildfires. Bryn Diesel now up to the pack and able to angle their way through, kind of found an avenue there and finishes off another scoring pass with 5 seconds to go here on the jam clock. It ends up being a 15-point jam for Bryn Diesel and the Wildfires. And it's going to be a San Diego power jam to take us into the quarter break as well.
Tilted Thunder picking up a couple penalties there. Skater 616, Craven Cadavers, picked up a directional blocking. And looks like we have jammer 59 Diesel did go ahead and pick up a arms penalty. Next jam will be a power jam.
Fox Fatale able to get out of the pack now, an active scorer coming around to catch up to the pack. Tilted Thunder is trying to keep their defenders together, but one just gets pinned in behind. That's going to slow things up for their jammer.
Skater number 25, Amelia Earhart, slamming into San Diego's wall to try to break them apart. And it looks like we did have a blocking out of play on Tilted Thunder. Skater number 02, Slam Musubi. Musubi. Okay, great. Thanks.
Ends up being a 15-point power jam for San Diego, so a 30-point output in the last two jams before we head into the quarter break. San Diego 173, Tilted Thunder 76.
You're doing great, Buffalo. Also, as the day progressed, don't forget that AZDD Warehouse does have our snack bar open. Go ahead and be sure to visit that to grab a cold beverage, some chips, or some candy to keep you going throughout the day. We also have Off the Hook Fish Truck out in the back. Go ahead and grab some food throughout the day as well. I believe they'll be here all weekend. Little under a minute left of this break.
Back to the action we go as we are ready to begin the fourth quarter. San Diego 173, Tilted Thunder 76. Melee jamming for Tilted Thunder, and that is Janet Jackson up for San Diego, who is already out of the pack. And Janet Jackson up finishing off a scoring pass and looking for some more now. Melee out the front of the pack. Janet Jackson up now, absorbing a block from Alpha Vixen and able to get her way through the pack, calling off the jam. 9 points on the board for San Diego there in that jam. We've got Slam Musubi on the jammer line for Tilted Thunder, and that's going to be Stiletto on the jammer line for San Diego. And Slam Musubi fighting her way through the pack and his lead jammer here for Tilted Thunder in this jam. Stiletto dispensing with a blocker and able to get to the front of the pack now to put the pressure on. Slam Musubi trying to look for an opening. Runs up into some defenders and calls off the jam. We'll check on the official score there from the infield. Slam Musubi was partway through a scoring pass and might have given up some points on the back end. Three points for Tilted Thunder, 2 points for San Diego there when it's all said and done. On the jammer line for Tilted Thunder here is going to be Alpha Vixen. That's Bryn Diesel for San Diego. Bryn Diesel finishing off the scoring pass and calls it off. A lot of zeros out there. Fox Fatale for San Diego, number 008, and then number 00, Elaphobia for Tilted Thunder. But Tilted Thunder now having their jammer called down. Elaphobia headed back to the bench.
Tilted Thunder picking up a couple penalties. We do have a stopping and a low block penalty on that. Looks like they're going to have a jammer down.
San Diego with their full complement of blockers out there. Tilted Thunder have 3 blockers, so they're down a blocker and, of course, that jammer as Fox Fatale finishes off her first scoring pass.
Little over 20 seconds left of this power jam. And she calls it off. Couple penalties gathered. Skater number 95 for San Diego did get a directional block. And we have skater 428 for Untilted Thunder, Carnia Slada, picking up a illegal procedure. Thanks, Buffalo.
Elaphobia now jamming for Tilted Thunder, and that's going to be Janet Jackson up for San Diego.
Tilted Thunder grabbing lead on this jam. We have skater 00, Elaphobia, making her way around the track. San Diego's pushing for a panty pass, it looks like.
And Elaphobia finishing off her scoring pass, picking up 5 points and calls it off.
Looks like both teams skated penalty free on that last jam.
We're going to have Alpha Vixen at the jammer line for Tilted Thunder. And that's going to be Stiletto for San Diego.
Both jammers on the low trying to make their way through the packs to take lead. Looks like Stiletto is pushing that lead, but Alpha Vixen is right behind her.
2 points for San Diego puts them at exactly 200 for the bout. They're going to send Bryn Diesel to the jammer line.
Illegal block penalty was picked up by Tilted Thunder on that last one. It looks like it's going to be a power jam. We have skater 114 Alpha Vixen in the box. Some shufflings going down on the track. And San Diego did also pick up a penalty as well. We have a directional blocking from skater number 394, Helenor, which is bringing on San Diego's current power jam.
Bryn Diesel out of the pack now, and an active scorer here in the San Diego Power Jam.
Looks like San Diego already picked up a penalty on this one. We do have a blocking penalty from their jammer, that's skated number 44, Bryn Diesel. So this is going to go ahead and be a power jam for Tilted Thunder.
Elaphobia to the jammer line for Tilted Thunder.
Pivoting for San Diego, we have 9001 Brad. And pivoting for Tilted Thunder, looks like we have skater 425. Legs get him.
Big collision, about half of the pack down.
I'm sorry, pivoting for Tilted Thunder is going to be skater 506, Melee.
Elaphobia now taking advantage of a very, very strung out pack and able to navigate her way through.
San Diego player 1976, Hannibal Extor, pushing her way through Tilted Thunder's defensive wall. Little over 5 minutes left of the fourth quarter. Looks like San Diego picked up a couple penalties on that one. We have 3 skaters out on this one. We have a couple stopping penalties showing there.
We've got an official timeout before we move forward any further.
Looks like we have some ref deliberation there and some penalties that might have been caught from some of the teams. Multiplayer block was picked up by Tilted Thunder. Skater 626 is going to be sitting out Dean of Mean. San Diego did pick up a couple stopping penalties, skating out of bounds. Looks like the 9001, 1976, 394, and 99 will be sitting out this jam.
So back to the action with a very minimal pack. Just 2 blockers.
Looks like we have skater 114 from Alpha Vixen making her way through. Alpha sliding right through that pack. Looks like San Diego did go ahead and try to go for a panty pass. Skater 008 for San Diego did pick up that panty pass, turning into our jammer, Fox Vitale.
Alpha Vixen putting 9 points on the board for Tilted Thunder. That's going to push them over 100 for the bout.
Skater 616 for Tilted Thunder looks like they picked up a directional blocking and an arms penalty.
Ellaphobia is on the jammer line for Tilted Thunder here.
Number 43, Jana jacks him up.
And Janet jacks him up out of the pack and is your lead jammer for San Diego here as we approach 4 minutes to go in regulation. Ellaphobia was fighting with a blocker, now out of the pack herself.
Tilted Thunder 506 skater did go ahead and pick up an arms penalty. We'll have melee in the box in this next jam.
Tilted Thunder's got legs get 'em on the jammer line. Your jammer for San Diego is Stiletto.
Stiletto takes lead with San Diego, doing some duking there through the end. Coming out, making her first scoring pass, and she calls it.
.4 points for San Diego there, and San Diego's going to send Bryn Diesel to the jammer line. Slam Musubi is the jammer for Tilted Thunder, and she's out first. Bryn Diesel right behind her, so it's going to be a jammer race back to the pack.
Illegal blocking was picked up from jammer on that last, from Tilted Thunder, excuse me. Skater 02 did go ahead and pick up that penalty, so this one will be a power jam for San Diego.
Fox Fatale is the jammer for San Diego, not currently wearing that star cover. And looks like she's going to decide to go ahead and just put it back on rather than passing it. .2 points picked up there by San Diego, and calling a stop to the jam. We will head forward with melee now on the jammer line for Tilted Thunder.
Couple penalties. Looks like we did get a directional blocking and a multiplayer blocking on that last jam. Tilted Thunder skater 425 legs get him.
Yeah. We just need them. I've been telling them to let us know if they have them. If you can find out who, just holler at me. Right. I mean, it's probably Oblivion still, right? Viv. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Well, they print them out different for each game. So if they add something, yeah. So if they add something to it, it'll be printed out each time. The refs. These are the ref notes. And then we didn't get any rosters for, like, yeah. Yes.
Looks like 10 points were picked up on that last jam by San Diego, bringing it to 225. Tilted Thunder at 104. Finishing up the fourth quarter here.
We will check and see if there's going to end up being a penalty jam, and it does not appear that there will be, so heading out to make that final whistle. Your final score, San Diego 225, Tilted Thunder 104. And that ends the first bout here at Chingadera. So we are going to step aside very briefly. We will let this bout wind down and let the next two teams get warmed up and be right back with you.